Hi, everyone. Today I'm going to talk about glimmers. And for those of you that are TikTok fans, you'll see this is all over TikTok. I just love this idea of glimmers. Glimmers are the opposite of triggers. So if you look over here, glimmers are the opposite of triggers, and they were basically identified by Dr. Lee Phillips, who's a psychotherapist, or named. And these are the moments in your day that make you feel joy, happiness, peace, gratitude, and excitement and calmness, all those great things. These are those small, everyday, spontaneous moments where you just feel calm, happy, peaceful, present, joyful, or all of the above. Just think of noticing the clouds on a sunrise walk, or your dog's playing, or a smile from a loved one, or the intense combination of colors as you look at a beautiful rose in an arrangement in your kitchen or something, or recalling a beautiful dinner with your friends, just a flashback of what fun you had. You can use directed neuroplasticity to wire these glimmer moments into your mind-brain-body network. And the more you do this, the more you'll be on the lookout for these glimmer moments. And they are so precious. These tiny, precious moments will appear more and more and will boost your mood and change your life quite literally. Why? Why am I so expansive about this? Well, we are wired for love. Our mind-brain-body network are literally wired for us to tune into things like beautiful relationships, love, operating in love and kindness, etc. And glimmer moments are just such a beautiful concept. It's helping us to actually make a determined decision to focus on those beautiful, spontaneous, small, tiny micro moments. And when you do that, you have this wonderful mind decision that creates a beautiful network in your mind, builds that into your brain, connects it with your body, builds it into your body so it's embodied, and that becomes a network. And the more as you do that, you change your hormone system, you improve, you basically give a boost of different neurochemicals like the bliss hormone, which is called anandamide, oxytocin, serotonin. You get good bursts of those, which then activate other parts of your immune system, your hormone system to function, to release chemicals in a balanced way. You control your hypothalamic pituitary axis, so you balance out things like cortisol and adrenaline. You get a lovely burst of electromagnetic activity from your heart that moves through your whole body. You get a theta wave of energy moving through your brain, which will then cascade through your body. And all of these are healing and priming your body to be stronger and to, like, almost, you may have heard me talk about insurance policy networks. These are like building insurance policies into your mind-brain-body network to activate your resilience, to help you to cope with the challenges inevitably that come at us every single day. It's hard being on this earth with all the hard things, and there's beautiful things too. But glimmer moments are just such a fabulous way of training us to do all these, to focus in on that moment of joy and then do all these great neurophysiological things. Mind, brain, body is real. Whatever you do with your mind is going to change your brain and your body. So I'm going to show you how you can literally direct your neuroplasticity to be conscious and aware and build these glimmer moments through your day. Okay, so glimmers can be different for different people. Just a couple of bits of information. Glimmers are different. We all know we're different. So we have different glimmers for different people, but the general idea is the same. So for some people, it might be a sunrise or a sunset or a cloudy day or a big, beautiful black cloud or a big, beautiful tree or a bird or a horse running or a beautiful car. I don't know what it is. Different for everyone. A photo of a safe or important person, a smell that takes you back to a happy memory, seeing the leaves change in the seasons, recalling the feeling of when you successfully finished a project or work or something, or managed to help someone, or noticing a breeze on your face. So it's just becoming aware of those moments. And instead of letting them just go by and not really paying attention to them, when you drive them neuroplastically, you don't just let them pass by, you grab them and you embed them and you wire them in. I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay. So we all experience them differently, these glimmer moments, based on who we are, how we are feeling in that moment, and our lived experiences. So those determine the glimmer moments and how they change in us as well. So here, for example, this is where one of our places where we live. It's in our beach in Miami. And I mean, we go for these sunrise walks, and this is sunrise. It's like, I think around 6:15 in the morning. I tell you, I see this almost every day when I'm in Miami. We're there a lot. And it just is astounding. I look at this. This is now a glimmer moment. So this is something for me that really makes me feel that sense of peace and happiness and joy. Here's another glimmer moment. This is of my dogs running on the beach, that same beach in the morning when we take them for runs. Here, I'm calling them. You can have a look.
Good doggy. Good doggy.
That's a glimmer moment. That gives me so much joy. It's a glimmer moment. It's a moment where I'm consumed by these cute little dogs running to me, getting their little cheesy. And this is one of my favorite desserts from one of my favorite restaurants called True Foods. And it's delicious. And it reminds me, I love pink. I love the dessert. I love going there because it's always a fun family thing. My husband and I love doing date nights there. My kids love it there. So it's a happy moment. I mean, instead of these just, oh, that's a nice dessert, or oh, cute dogs running on the beach, or oh, beautiful clouds. These are glimmer moments that I can choose to let just zoom by, or I can choose to actually wire them in using a neurocycle. And the more I practice wiring them in, the more I will become aware of other glimmer moments. So by taking the time to choose some and to train myself to not just let something flit through, but to stop. Every time something glimmers in my mind, I stop, I do a little neurocycle and I wire that in. So now I'm very aware of these things. I'm very aware of glimmer moments. I didn't know they were called glimmer moments until recently when I saw this trend on TikTok. And my kids actually made me aware of it. But now I know these are glimmer moments. But I've been doing this for a long time, where something that pops up that's beautiful, that's calming, that I know is affecting my psychoneurobiology in this positive way, I'll take the time I just want to eat that dessert now. I'm staring at it so much. I just really want to eat that. I'm sure you do too. But I mean, I take the time to wire these in. So I'm automatically on the lookout for them. And they are very healthy for your body. They're healthy to calm us down in this busyness of this crazy life full of unexpected challenges that we live in. So let's have a look and do a little exercise now. So I've shown you 3 of mine. Now I'd love you to think of 3 of your own glimmers. So look for the micro moments in your life that cue your mind, brain, body network, including your nervous system, to feel calm. So close your eyes now and just recall 3 into your mind that could potentially, if you can only recall 1, that's fine. I'm just going to give you 10 seconds to find 1, 2, or 3 glimmer moments, and maybe you'll find more. Why are glimmer moments so good for you? Well, I kind of already told you, but let's summarize it. They can make you feel more present. You know, when I look at my dogs running on the beach, when I look at that sunset, I look at the shape of the clouds, and I don't just look, I look at the detail, the shape of the clouds. Okay, let's go back and have a quick squiz at this. Look at the shape of the clouds. Look at the different colors from the orange to the gold. Look at how the sky above it has got the little black in it. Look at how the sea is rippling. Look at how the sand, look at the dimension. That's what I'm saying. Look at that. Absorb that. Look at the cuteness. Look at the cuteness of the dogs running. Look at the little cuteness on their face as they stop. Look at the deliciousness of that. In other words, the cream, which is coconut cream, by the way, the pink. You can see that we're going to share that. There's a few spoons. In other words, pay attention to that detail. Okay. And so when you think of those glimmer moments, when you do that, they make you feel more present, less stressed about the future. You actually, even though you're just looking at that dessert or those dogs or that cloud or that flower or whatever it is, it makes you feel less stressed about the future. They can help you manage a challenging moment. So if I'm in a challenging moment, because I've trained myself to have these glimmer moments, I can recall them. I can just suddenly I can be staring at you or staring at the situation, and I'll draw on a glimmer moment to help me through that moment, that next toxic moment, or manage a challenging situation. We can create glimmers to help us reduce the impact and manage a trigger. Now, we all know about triggers, and glimmers are the opposites of triggers, and triggers are based on traumas and things that we've had and bad habits that we've developed, specifically related to traumas that then activate a flashback. or a reaction in a relationship or something like that. So now, as we are working through those triggers that are linked to that, they come from a source and a cause, and you rewire them using the neurocycle to help you as you are triggered, you can train yourself to immediately replace it with a glimmer. So if you, as you're working through a neurocycle and you know that that is a trigger, like maybe in a meeting, there's a certain look that one of your colleagues gives you, and you know that's a trigger, and you know you're going into the meeting and you know that that look's going to come up on their face, you already have a glimmer ready. So as you're sitting there and the look comes up, you're triggered, you can catch the trigger and you can be looking at them, but you're not seeing their look on their face. You're seeing that glimmer. You're seeing that dessert instead of their face, for example. So that's then changing your neurophysiology. It's going to help you be calmer. It's going to help you to not react. It's going to help you to listen. It's going to help you to get perspective. It's going to help you to weigh the pros and cons before shooting off an answer. It's going to help keep you in a state of wisdom, tap into wisdom of your unconscious. I mean, don't need to go on, okay? They can increase your sense of calm and peace. When you're calm and peaceful, you operate in empathy, kindness, and love. People are going to listen to you. You're going to be more creative. You're going to be more intelligent. I mean, do I need to go on? Seriously. Okay. So when you notice a neurocycle, when you notice a glimmer, do a neurocycle. Okay. Neurocycle each time you notice a glimmer. So make a choice to be aware of when you feel good. So get into that mindset. I am going to determine today, as I wake up today, as I go through the day, I am going to be aware of these little glimmers and how they make me feel. And I'm going to observe the glimmer. I'm going to name it. And then I'm going to keep the glimmer, little note on my phone. And I'm going to do a little neurocycle in the moment, which I'm going to show you how to do. And then I'm maybe going to make a decision because I don't find glimmers often or something, or I make for whatever reason, and I'm going to actually practice. For 63 days, I'm going to be determined to build glimmers into my mind or something like that. And you could do a 1 minute neurocycle. Now, before I do the 1 minute neurocycle, I've just given you some options over there. So let's say that you think, oh gosh, I mean, I don't have time for this. Listen, it takes you a minute, 30 seconds. And once you've done this for 63 days, they will happen automatically. But here's the good news. Even within 2 or 3 days of neurocycling, a glimmer, as it pops up, you will start automatically looking for them. So the automatization is going to start happening. So it's actually really quick to build in. The positive stuff's a lot easier to build into your networks to become a habit than breaking down toxic stuff. So I say 63 days, but by the time you've done 63 days, I mean, you're just going to be such a pro. So it's worth doing a minute a day for 63 days to train yourself to be aware of glimmers and do quick neurocycles and make a note of them. Maybe you just start a note section on your phone, just notes, glimmers. And as you're going to say, oh, this is a glimmer. Okay, let me name it. Let me type it quickly. Let me take 30 seconds to look up and do a quick neurocycle. And then you carry on. Oh, there's another one. Quick neurocycle, note it down. You can do that really fast. And then, just be conscious and aware. Start the day by saying, I'm going to look for glimmer moments today. I tell you, it will really, really change your life.